Hey everybody, it's Anne Marie. Oh, oh, oh. And I'm here with a cucumber tree. Didn't even know this type of trees existed. But it's a cucumber tree. And I'm in the city, and it's a really popular park. So you may hear some background noise. But it's such a beautiful day. I think I've been out here for about 45 minutes with my earbuds in listening to meditation. It's 2:22. Love you, Spirit. Just staring right here at the sun because it's so bright today. And let me tell you what, it really changes things listening to meditation music when you're staring at the sun outside, which a lot of people know that, but it's, it's that time of year. And here in Ohio, let me tell you what, it's like England. So, of course, I didn't pack my Norse Goddess Ruin Oracle, but I have some other Oracle cards to pull for you guys to get some messages here. I'm going to start with the Animal Spirit Oracle. Spider, manifestation. You weave your web of life. What you see before you, you are a result of your thoughts. If your current reality does not suit you, then it is time to make changes through conscious manifestations. Your energy can bring in all you desire. See him? What was that? I'm trying to inhale and laugh at the same time. What are you manifesting? Okay. Spirit, please. So what Spirit just told me, the card that we just pulled was Panda, boundaries. Talking about your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura. And you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer others. So what Spirit is telling me, as soon as this card came out, what Spirit was showing me is, I have to be careful because the wind kind of picks up, sometimes run around. What Spirit was telling me is that some of your manifestations, I have to do a lot with your thoughts, and it has to do obviously with the environments around you. And oftentimes, if we're not aware of our energy and how other people's energy project onto us and how their energies can affect us, if we don't do proper spiritual hygiene, those type of boundaries, that it can hinder sometimes our manifestations. Oftentimes when certain emotions or feelings or thoughts come into our field or whatever, we're thinking they're own and we take them as our own, and they're really not ours. So Spirit is saying that it's important for you to kind of look at your boundaries. And there's different types of boundaries. There's physical boundaries, there's mental boundaries, spiritual boundaries, there's all kinds of different financial boundaries. There's all kinds of boundaries to look at. And so what Spirit is saying is that to really take an honest look at the boundaries you have in different areas of your life and how the lack thereof or work that needs to be done in certain areas would really change your manifestations along with how you think about things. Because there's something here about your boundaries are that needs to change or upgrade or be adjusted for your manifestations to come in. There's something that's blocking your manifestations, and it's around boundaries. Maybe you're not having boundaries with people around you when it comes to your mental space. And the other card, oops, this one, this was forgiveness, okay. Swan, love, you have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember, when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things that you have to go through are worth it. Even when I pulled this card for this type of soulmate card, I look as also for self-love. It's important for you to love yourself and have boundaries with other people so that you can continue to love yourself. Again, when we let certain people, places, things, or thoughts into our space, saying that it's love, it can hinder our thought of love, or can hinder our what's the word, Spirit, show me? How we love ourselves. We may change how we love ourselves based on the energies of people around us. Our boundaries get weakened when we're not firm in them. And that goes back to self-worth and self-love. I know this is going everywhere, but stick with me here. It's important for your boundaries to be very firm in whatever area this is, because the importance of you loving yourself is really going to play a part in this. When you love yourself, you set these boundaries with people, places, things, even if it's old thought patterns or whatever. Having these boundaries Because oftentimes, if we don't know who we are and we're at a different place of self-worth and self-love, that we kind of let things slide sometimes, usually with the people we love or that say they love us. Things can, we kind of loosen them up, or we don't follow through with the consequences. I don't like the word consequences, but okay, that's what it is. Spirit is saying, so when you set boundaries with people, places, things, or situations, and they don't honor those boundaries, then what? What's the next step for you? What do you do next? That's a big question for some people, because, you know, I always got tripped up in that part of it, because I would set my boundaries. I would say, no, this is not okay. But then when people would not honor them and still say or do or whatever certain things that didn't align with the boundaries that I set, then I'd take a step back and say, okay, Amory, then what are you going to do about it? And oftentimes, and I like this because someone said to me, rewording that we didn't cut people off our lives. People chose to remove themselves out of our lives because of their behaviors and actions and not honoring our boundaries. And so Spirit is wanting you to really look at how your boundaries may get a little soft. You know, the important boundaries that have to do with your manifestations that you're trying to bring in. Around certain people, you may forget who you are. They may try to disregard your boundaries, or say whatever these manifestations that you want or desire in your life are silly, or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to get a few messages out before we finish our day. So I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm.